So, red pill is the new salt of the earth? Coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Common Sense, Logic, and Reason. I want to say thank y'all for joining me today. So, red pill, basically, since its inception, has grown by leaps and bounds. And I have to say that it's really truly part of our culture today. And, despite all of the haters and the detractors, it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere soon, anytime soon. But as we know, the red pill comes from the movie The Matrix. And spoiler alert here, but for those who didn't see the movie, essentially the plot of the Matrix was man created AI, and man went to war with that AI. In order to stop or try to stifle the AI, man blocked out the sky or the sun, which apparently the AI had solar power, but AI adapted and started using human beings as their power source. And of course, these human beings were all in these chambers, piled up on top of each other in these chambers. And they, in their mind, believed that they were in a regular world. And this was called, this computer-generated world was called the Matrix. Now, the people who were freed from it had all of the interfaces and the ports on their body to allow them to re-enter it and basically affect the Matrix. Now, Neo, who's the main character, who was in the Matrix, was offered the red pill and the blue pill by Morpheus. Now, the blue pill, if he took the blue pill, he went to sleep and woke up back in Wonderland, and it just continued on in the Matrix. But if he took the red pill, it was the start of him being free from the Matrix, free from that. And he can then see for himself what the Matrix is, because as the line said, the Matrix, you cannot be told what it is, you have to see it. But all red pill is just simply telling people the truth that they need to hear. And it started out, teaching men how to move in modern society, and it's still essentially what it is, but it's morphed into more. But essentially, it's just telling people the truth that they need to hear. Now, this is what the church used to be. Not too long ago, we had fire and brimstone preaching. We had preaching that taught against sin, immorality, certain types of behavior. And this was part of the shame that kept society in line. But ever since, the turbulent 60s, we saw this major change in America. Now, all we see from the Christian church is now a bunch of prosperity preaching. Everybody's jumping and shaking and shouting, and it seems like they're going to church not to learn, but to feel good. You got all these mega churches, your TDJs, there's a woman in the Bible. Yeah, gee, we know that there's a woman in the Bible. There's a man in the Bible too. But how is that making society better? How is that? Right now with all these Christians, all these supposed people calling themselves Christians, all these churches in America, the church should be at the forefront of standing against woke nonsense, and right now they aren't doing that. And in some cases, they're actually supporting all that nonsense, Jamal Bryant. But like I said, the thing that the church was called to do, to be the salt of the earth, which I say that the church has failed in that responsibility, seems that red pill, and I would say also conservatism, has taken that mantle up to be the salt of the earth, to speak against nonsense, to speak on truth. And not your truth, my truth, the truth. So this is why I say that red pill is the new salt of the earth. And I really align myself more with that than I would align with any of these mega churches out here that are, again, they're all into feeling good, but not being good. They're telling the people what they want to hear, all that jumping and shaking and shouting and talking to their neighbor. And again, it really truly seems that people are going to these churches now not to be educated, but to feel good. That's the best I get from these churches. Anyway, well, like I said, red pill is this new salt of the earth, and red pill has been on the forefront of standing against all the woke nonsense and telling people the truth about the society that we exist in. So all the haters out there, I just want to say, in closing, all the haters out there, as I said, Red Pill is it ain't going anywhere. And the reason why it's spreading because it's truth and people can see that it is truth there. Once again, this is why I align more with a lot of Red Pill content than I do the church, because the church is severely failing in its obligation and the duty that God gave it in the Bible. Anyway, y'all, that's my 2 cents on this. Like I said, I really truly align with Red Pill because Red Pill is what we really need in society. And as always, y'all, until next time.